Hi there. I am Sonia Botwinski, and I am so glad that you can join me today about essential oils for the outdoors. It's starting to get sunny out, it's warm, people are more active this time of year. And I wanted to come on here to talk about some of the essential oils that can help support you through these months, these summer months. But first, a little bit about me for those who do not know me. And if you're watching this live, say hello. And if you are watching this as replay, hashtag replay, please feel free to comment and I will definitely answer your questions that you might have. And so who am I? I am Sonia Botwinski, and I am a wellness advocate. I've been using essential oils for the last 5-6 years, and I love sharing about them, about teaching how to use essential oils safely for your whole family, including your pets. I have earned a certificate, an aromatherapy certificate that is level 1, and I'm working on level 2 to better support our own pets and yours. I love doing this. This is one of the things that I love doing is talking about essential oils. And besides spending time with my family, with my husband, with my son, and our fur babies. We have 2 dogs and we've got 2 cats. And I have used oils on all of them at some point to help support them as well as us. So the reason why I love doing this is because I initially was looking for natural remedies to help my son. When he was little, he would struggle with sleep, and that in turn meant that we all struggled with sleep. So that's where I first started. And I came across doTERRA, and I'm so glad I did. We first tried lavender. And let me backtrack here a little bit. I'm going to tell you about 2 things that I found helped my family and 2 wow things. I could talk about much more, but I promised that I would keep this at minimum. If you wanted to know many more wins that I've experienced and how these essential oils can help you, please reach out. I'll be happy to speak with you and talk about like a consult to help figure out what your needs are and how these oils can better support you. So please comment below, follow me, subscribe, and we can go from there. Now, the 2 things that I find that are one of the big wows was definitely sleep. Our son, he would sleep for 15-20 minutes, cat nap sleeper, and he still is. However, the big difference is once we started diffusing, lavender was the first thing that we tried, was that we found that he would fall asleep much quicker, and so would I, and we would feel more rested. Now, so fast forward to a few years later, we discovered that an oil called Serenity, which has lavender in it, but it is a blended oil that has lavender, it has Roman chamomile and a few other oils in it that help soothe and sleep and like help you get quicker to that resting stage. And when you would wake up, or when I would wake up, I would feel so much more rested. So it was a double win. It helped my son, in turn, it helped me as well, and my husband. And so that was our first win of essential oils. And so I make sure that I diffuse this oil at night to help support both him, my husband, and myself. And the first time we used this Serenity oil, that he was asleep within 10 minutes. And I was just, wow, could this be true? And so we tried it again. And sure enough, the same thing happened. And so suddenly we weren't struggling nearly as much. He would fall asleep sooner and he would sleep longer, which meant that we would find that he would be more rested and we would as well. And then I decided that I would add something for my own self because I felt that I needed a little bit more. And I added a supplement that's called Long Life Vitality. And within about 30 days, I found that I felt better. I had more energy the next day, and my own pain that I was contending with at the time was also subsiding. So it was an extra win there. The number two win would be that I found my immune system was being much more supported and that I wouldn't get as sick as often. Now, that's part of it was that I was getting more sleep, but I also had added in LLV. And then when I would get sick, I would add an oil called On Guard. Now, On Guard is it supports your immune system, and if I would get sick, then it would help me fight off and it would boost my own immune system so that I wouldn't be as sick as long. So before On Guard and before doTERRA, I would often get sick. I would be sick for 2, 3 weeks, and quite often it would lead to needing antibiotics. And I can say that I'm no longer at that phase of my life, thank goodness, because what parent can afford to be sick, especially a mom, 2, 3 weeks? You can't afford that downtime. And so it takes so long for me to get better. Now I use On Guard, and either A, I don't get sick, or if I do, it's roughly 5 days, which is so much better than before, and no antibiotics. So those are the couple of wins. And I know I said two, I kind of mentioned a few more in there, but those are a couple of my wins with essential oils. And I want to share with the world, I want to share with you how this can help you too in your own home. Now, I've also used oils with our pets. So for our dogs, I have used Balance. I have used lavender. I've diffused in the home. I've also made up some pain blended oil, like a spray for one of our dogs when she injured herself. So there's a lot of things you can do with these oils to help support them as well. So please reach out. Please, comment, follow me, and we can go from there. I can help you with that as well. But today I wanted to talk about oils that can help you in the outdoors. I can digress so easily. I love talking about this stuff. So today you're going to learn about what is an essential oil, how the essential oil works, also to be careful with sun sensitivity because some of these oils can be photosensitive, and how you can use these oils outdoors, what the best essential oils are to use outdoors, and how to use them. So, what is an essential oil? So, scientifically, essential oils are a mixture of natural chemicals that give plants their scents. They're volatile compounds that are small organic molecules with distinct smells that easily change from their solid or liquid state to a gas at room temperature. So the ability to quickly change to a gas gives an essential oil its powerful scent. And when a bottle is opened, you can smell it almost immediately. So thanks to this quick moving molecules reaching your nose. So if I'm just looking to see what I have handy here. I am going to see if I have something to share with. Now, I believe I have Balance. So Balance, I love. It's a grounding blend. This is not an outdoor essential oil, but it is a grounding blend. And this is something that you can put directly on your skin. And I would just put a couple of drops like this. And then I would take it and rub it in wherever I would really need. Usually it's around like the back of the neck or on the bottoms of your feet. Or you can just inhale just like that. So this is a wonderful oil to start your day with, even at night to diffuse. And also it is an awesome oil to use with your pets. Now, with some of your pets, you would want to dilute because they're much smaller than we are. So our dogs, they are under 20 pounds. And I'm just looking to see if one of them is around here with me. They're snoozing by my feet. And so I would use a spray. In fact, I do have one that I made up. This has Balance in it and some lavender, and I've diluted it based on their weight. And then I would take it and I would take the spray and I would spray it like this, couple of squirts. I would rub it and then I would just pet them. So if I grab our little doggy here, she's right by my feet and she doesn't want to come up. Come on. So here, this is Roxy, and I have some oil on my hands. I would be careful not to put it on her eyes. Yeah. And just pet her. And so she's going to get benefit from this oil for just like you and just like me. So we would, I would just do this and she will just relax her and calm her. So there's a calming blend. So a grounding blend. So it's Balance and lavender. And it is diluted for her. So I already had made up a bottle. And so I can't remember how many drops of oils of each. So please reach out and I can give you the recipe. And then I would just fill it up with a fraction of coconut oil and just rub it a little bit along the back of her spine and just along the ears and give her that massage. So that's sort of an example of how I would be using it for either myself or for my pets. And so the oil, the scent, really it hits into the olfactory nerve and it goes into your brain and you just it has this immediate effect within seconds. You can already feel this calming sensation, and that works very quickly for both you and your pets. So this is going to be a little bit more about how these essential oils work. So I kind of covered a little bit about the aromatically, how you could use it. I put a couple of drops in my hands, and then I took a deep breath, and I can benefit from that way. I can use it topically. So when I was putting it, in my hands, and then I can rub it along the pulse points here, along my feet, or like when I was doing with Roxy, I was petting her. So that's topically. And then, of course, there's some oils. There's a lot of oils that doTERRA has that you can use internally. And this is why I love doTERRA, because I know that they go through rigorous testing and the purity of their oils are safe to use for me, for my pets. I can use a lot of these oils internally on the bottle. Now, to know the difference between if you can use it internally or not, you would take a look on the bottle, and if it says supplement, you're able to. So there is copaiba. This is one of the oils that I use, and I'm not sure if you're able to see or not, but on the bottle it'll say supplement. So I know that I can use this oil. So it's like right above my thumb. And then on their website, they will indicate as well. So there is some codes that you will see. So you will see I for internal, so for to ingest. But Balance is only to be used aromatically and topically. It does not have anything on it for a supplement. So that is the way you can tell the difference. So you can use these oils aromatically. So you can diffuse. You can make a little spray to freshen the air. You can use it topically, and you can also use some of these oils internally to help you and support your health and well-being. So aromatically is one of the easiest ways, and often that's the first way that most people will start using oils is to diffuse, or just simply open up the bottle and inhale. But often what most people do will have a diffuser. It's a water diffuser, and you only need a couple of drops, like maybe 2-3 drops. So these oils last a very long time, and you can have an uplifting or a calming experience. So now, topically, this is another easy way to use these oils, and it's fast and effective way to experience the benefit that these oils can bring. So if paired with a carrier oil, like fractionated coconut oil, you can benefit your skin in many different ways. And before you take essential oils internally, it's critical that you understand that not all oils are ingestible, just like what I said. So some plants aren't safe to ingest, right? So the same thing would be for oils. So it's always a good idea to check your label to make sure you can ingest those. And I'm only talking about doTERRA. I don't know if I can't speak about any other oil. And doTERRA, they go through rigorous testing. And there is a website called sourceto.com, and there you can find out about what they do. You can also see the batch test results. So on the bottom of each bottle is a code that you can enter in to see if that bottle passed that test and what kinds of tests and the results. So doTERRA is very transparent about how they make these oils and how they test them. Something like, I don't know, it's like between 40 and 50 different types of tests. So I trust these oils through and through with my whole family because I know how safe they are. So here, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about safety and for sun sensitivity. So some are sensitive to the sun. I have never had an issue. One way to make sure that you don't have an issue is if you're out in the sun and about, to put it, like for me, I've got long hair, so I put it in the back, or you put it under, under your clothes. But I've never had an issue, right? So I couldn't say others have. I've never heard of it. But if you wanted to be on the safe side, some of them, so photosensitization is a process in which the ultraviolet radiation combines with a practical substance and causes chemical or biological change. So some essential oils contain these chemicals called furocomerins, and it's a special class or constituent that can cause photosensitization of the skin. So you need to be careful, or they suggest to be aware and to be careful. So if you're going to spend a lot of time outdoors in the sun, to apply these type of oils in an area that the sun cannot reach. So if it's like under a shirt, on your belly, back of the skin, under your feet. And if we are applying on an animal like a dog, then I would put it underside, underbelly would be a good spot because you don't want them to get sensitized either if they're outside enjoying the sun with you. So there's a few here, Aroma Touch, Bergamot, Breathe, which is also known as Easy Air, Cheer, Citrus Bliss. So there's a lot of these oils that I'm sort of mentioning are more of the fruit-like oils, the citrus oils. So they would give you a bit more sensitization when you're out in the sun. And so we just need to be aware and to be more cautious with that. But having said that, I have never experienced any issue with any oil that doTERRA has. But this is just a precaution so that you are aware. Some people have more sensitive skin than others. So how to use essential oils outdoors. So topically, we can use pre-diluted essential oils to quickly apply to an area of need. So you can do it aromatically. So we can use a cordless diffuser and then add some drops of essential oils. And then there's a combination of application. So add sun-safe essential oil to your favorite body lotion or sunscreen to the max the benefits of the application. So there's a few ways of doing this. Now I'm going to talk about a few of the the oils that are perfect to have around when you're out there camping, when you're out hiking. But there are these touch rollers that are awesome. They are pre-diluted. They are easy to use and they're easy to apply. So lavender is one of the oils. This is a lavender touch roller, and you can easily apply it. It smells wonderful, but lavender is also an antihistamine kind of effect. So it has an antihistamine property. So this is something that would soothe the skin, bug bites, for example. So that itch, it will take that itch out. And what I would do is I would use some of the tea tree and lavender in combination, and then that will help your skin calm and heal and protect it. So I'll be mentioning a little bit more soon, I believe, for every need that oil that you need. So you can use these oils for different kinds of unwanted bugs. You've got a few lists here. So there's tea tree, so flies, bed bugs, lice, ants. So here's the tea tree touch. This is all pre-diluted. Tea tree is a very strong oil, so it is important to have it diluted. This one is already the touch roller. There is a bottle of tea tree as well, but then you would need to make a roller or to dilute it in a little spray bottle, something like this, right? With fractionated coconut oil. And this is the best easy way. This is something that I would keep in your first aid kit. Same thing with the lavender touch roller. I have used lavender and tea tree in combination for itchiness, for skin, for those boo-boos that kids have, they fall down, and it definitely soothes. So lavender also has antibacterial properties in it, and tea tree has both antibacterial and antifungal properties and will help protect and help heal as well. But then there's also peppermint. So peppermint can help with keeping away from like spiders and ants and those type of things. And you just put a little bit around like your door area, right out, your main door, so they don't come in. TerraShield. TerraShield, I don't have that here handy. I do have it. It's somewhere downstairs. It comes in a spray bottle, ready to go in a 30 milliliters or in a 15 ml bottle. And it is perfect for keeping mosquitoes away, to help even your pets. So you put a little bit on their collar, right? And that'll be a deterrent overall. You could also add some lemongrass as well to help with keeping the ticks away and fleas. And then there's the arbor vitae that is great for general bugs. And it's also a great alternative to tea tree. So if those who are concerned with tea tree, especially if you've got pets, please, there is another alternative, and that's this oil here. But honestly, I'm not going to douse my pet with tea tree, right? So this tea tree is for myself and for my son, that kind of thing. And then there's some other oils that if we need to use, we can certainly use that for our pets, not tea tree, but arbor vitae. I like to be cautious. And there's other oils that we can definitely use when it comes to our pets. But for us as humans, there's nothing wrong with tea tree oils. It is a good oil to have. I've made up a spray bottle. It's called an Owie spray. And it would be something like 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of tea tree oil, and 10 drops of frankincense. So you're looking at lavender to help soothe and to help calm that redness around a wound. And then I would also, the frankincense will help heal and rejuvenate the skin, and the tea tree will help with any kind of potential infection. So it is a great owie spray. So the bumps and bruises that kids often get during the summer times or any time really. I've also found that this one spray is the best for eczema. And so it is a very versatile spray. It's good for like someone like myself, even if you've got razor burn or you got little tiny nicks, it's good for you as well. So it's good for your whole family. So having said that, I'm going to continue. I could go on and on about all sorts of oils. So here's bug bites. I've covered that. So this is the lavender touch. It also comes in a 15 ml bottle as well. And the same thing with tea tree. So the difference is that the lavender touch roller and the tea tree roller, they are already pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil. So it is great for everybody. And the lavender can be used with your pet, right? So it's already pre-diluted, and you would just take it in your hand like this, never directly on your pet, because you want to keep the roller clean. You can get benefit from it on your hands, and then you can just pet them as you go. Just make sure that you keep it, in along their head, along their spine, through their tail. Just be careful with their ears and be careful with their eyes. You don't want to get it, in that area. And then there's something that's called Correct X. So Correct X is it's about this big. It's a little tube, and that would replace your polysporin. And it has frankincense in it, helichrysum. So I don't know if I have helichrysum with me. Helichrysum. This is a touch roller. So something else that you would want to keep in your first aid kit. It is known as the liquid Band-Aid. It's great for stopping bleeding, of course, small wounds, nothing big, but this will definitely help. And so this is what's in Correct X as well: lavender, cedarwood, and tea tree. So the Correct X is perfect for your first aid kit. So when you're out about, you're hiking, camping, this is a perfect oil to have. This is helichrysum in the touch roller. You can sort of see that. I don't know if you can see, but there's only a little bit, about that amount left in this one. We use it very well in our family. And so this is a definite must-have for the summer, any time of year, first aid kit. Correct X is an ointment, just like polysporin, and it would replace your polysporin. And it's perfect. Does it sting? Like, I know that my son was a bit concerned with that. I'm like, no. And it was perfectly fine. So it is kid friendly as well. Now, another oil is peppermint. So peppermint is a lovely oil to have. And I'm just seeing if there's anything nearby. Nope, I don't have peppermint here. I've got that downstairs, but that's all right. So peppermint, it can help you cool. There's a few things that you can do with peppermint, but for the outdoors, you would get a spray bottle, and you would put 10 drops of peppermint in, and then add water to the spray bottle, and then spray in the areas that you're hot. Be careful with your eyes. So when you're spraying, sort of like a spray, close your eyes. You do not want to get peppermint in your eyes. Now, if you do, the first thing that most people would do is reach for water. That is not what you do with essential oils. You would take some fractionated coconut oil and you would just dab, and it would take that sting out. Water would only drive that oil into the skin further, enhancing that feeling. And so this is why we're actually putting water into the spray bottle, and then you would spray it, and it would give you that really cool sensation. So having said that, again, if you get something like this in your eye or like around your eye, go and reach for fractionated coconut oil. If you don't have that, olive oil, put some on, paper towel and just dab in the area, and it'll take that sting right out. So it's not going to hurt you. It's just, it might feel that burning or that intense peppermint sensation. I've done it. I can tell you that many wellness advocates have done it. So don't feel bad if you do it. Just remember, reach for that carrier oil. Olive oil will work just as well in this case. And then just dab, and it'll bring that cooling sensation down. Just remember, close your eyes, careful with your eyes, spray it around you, on you, spray into the air, kind of go in, and then you'll feel that cooling sensation. Another one is peppermint beadlets. And that beadlet, you can just pop into your mouth, and it'll give you fresh breath. It'll give you a cooling sensation and wake you up as well. Peppermint and frankincense are great. That is a great way for headache relief. And so I would put, a drop of peppermint, a drop of frankincense on your thumb, and then put it up into the roof of your mouth where that soft palate is. Hold it for 10, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and you'll start feeling relief immediately. And of course, it doesn't taste bad either. It tastes great, and it adds that cooling sensation that you will need to help calm your headache. So peppermint is very versatile. It is a great, awesome oil to have. You can also put it on your hand, rub it in, careful with the eyes, breathe in, and it'll open up your airways. You can also add some wild orange to that with the peppermint, and it's an awesome way to start your day, to wake up and give you a boost of energy. And I had to put, I know this is not an oil, but it's something that's called Deep Blue. And it comes in a rub. So it is a lotion, and you don't need a lot. You need just like a pea size for the rub. And then what you would do is you would take it and rub it in the area that you need for aches and pains. But now it does have some menthol, peppermint type of thing, so careful with the eyes again. So Deep Blue stick. So here, Deep Blue stick. It is a topical analgesic infused with Deep Blue Soothing Blend, and it also has copaiba. So that is the difference between the Deep Blue lotion and Deep Blue stick. The other difference is that it's a stick, and you don't need to apply it to your hand, and you just apply it like this, wherever you need, where your aches and pains are. And you can take it with you. It is very easily transportable. It's not big. You can fit in your purse and your backpack. And it includes copaiba in it. That's the essential oil. That's one of my favorite oils to help. And so it's in here. And it includes active ingredients like menthol, and that's at 10%. The Deep Blue stick provides a natural, powerful relief in a fast-acting solid that is perfect for temporary relief of minor aches and muscle joint pains associated with simple backache, arthritis, sprains, strains, bruises. And so the base of the Deep Blue stick is a combination of moisturizing emollients like coconut oil, sunflower seed wax, and sweet almond oil, which leave your skin soft and non-greasy. And I can already feel it starting to activate, and it gives you a cooling sensation. So again, also, if you do have a headache, this is good to apply. It keeps that cooling sensation around the back of your neck. You can apply it anywhere if you've got sore muscles. My son uses this. He will apply it when he's had too much fun outdoors or like Aikido, too much biking, sore muscles, aches and pains, growing pains. So it's very versatile. It is definitely another must-have in the house and for you to take with you when you're going out on your excursions during the summer or winter, any time of year. Take it with you. You can pack it easily on the go to help relieve those aches and pains. Or if you're camping and you're sleeping on the ground in a tent and you wake up stiff, or like me, if we're going to be going camping in the pop-up trailer, it doesn't matter what you're doing in the summertime. This is something that everybody needs. It definitely helps soothe, and it makes a difference between being active that day or not. That's my experience. So Deep Blue is definitely a must-have, and this is why I put it in this presentation to talk about. So that's that there. Now, summertime. What's summertime without drinks, right? So this, you can use some of these essential oils to make up a drink. Now, this is an example. You can use tangerine to spice your favorite drink up. So you can use, this is a recipe here, tangerine paradise punch. It's like it says 1 quart lemonade, 3 drops of tangerine essential oil, a cup of orange juice, 2 cups of tropical frozen fruit, and then put all the ingredients into a blender, blend smooth, and then pour the juice into a pitcher, let it chill as long as you need. Add some ice cubes, and there you go. Now with essential oils, you do want to make sure that you are using glass, not plastic, or you can use, stainless steel, aluminum, that kind of thing, but do not use any plastic pitchers or glassware. So no plastic bottles, no plastic water bottles, that kind of thing. You want to make sure that you've got a water bottle that is either a glass water bottle or a stainless steel water bottle. And that's the same thing with your pitcher and the drink, the glass that's here. You have to use glass or a stainless steel. And that's because the essential oils are so potent that they're the concentrated, that if you put it into a plastic container, it could leach the plastic components into the drink, and then you'd be drinking that, right? So you don't want to do that. You don't want to have any toxins going into you. We want to lower our toxins, and so you want to make sure that the drinkware is either glass, aluminum, or steel. And here's another recipe, wild orange vanilla popsicles. So you've got 2 cups of orange juice, 2 cups of full fat coconut milk, 2 drops of wild orange essential oil, and a scoop of vanilla meal replacement shake. And then you can blend that all into your blender until it's smooth, and then pour into the popsicle molds. Or a small cup or something that is not plastic, or you can use silicone, right? A silicone base is safe. And then you can put it into the freezer to freeze it, and then you can enjoy. So that's another little recipe. Might as well take a screenshot for a future reference. So what's next? So essential oils are meant to be used regularly to show long-term effects. So you use it on a daily basis, so you can make it a game at home, or if you're outdoors, to see how you can use different oils individually, or you can pair them together. Make it an effort to use the oils you have, and maybe you can have an oil of the week in your diffuser, right? You can switch it up so that everybody will be happy and uplifted, or calm and concentrated. I love lemon. I use lemon in my water on a daily basis. It's a great way to detox and just to drink more water. I find that it's a lot easier to drink water with a little bit of tangerine in it, or grapefruit, or lemon, just to name a few. And so if you're wondering how to order, I have a pre-made code here. So if you take your phone and you can take a snapshot of that, or to take a link, I have put in some of the oils in there. So it's all ready to go, including TerraShield to help protect and stave away the bugs. There is that link just below the code, the barcode. It's the same thing. And then I've got a link as well. So it's a referral link, or reach out if you've got questions on how you are better supported with essential oils. I can certainly help you determine what the best choices are. So you can individually customize a link, and then you are ready to go. There's also pre-kits that doTERRA has put together, which is a best bang for your buck, and I can suggest some of those. And then if you are a customer of mine, I often recommend that you go onto an LRP so that you can gain points that you can use to save money down the road as well. So you get free product. So you would earn these points over time, and then you would be able to get free product. So that's a big bonus right there. So please comment, please subscribe, follow me, and join my group. So please reach out and I can give you some links, and I'd be happy to speak with you to determine what your needs are, what your family needs are, and go from there. Hope you learned something new about how you can use these oils outdoors and in your own home on a day-to-day basis. So I'm so happy that you were able to join me and have lots of fun outdoors and all year round.